Nicole. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be giving you guys a video on my thoughts about the Miss Universe fashion and rating my favorite gowns on stage. So let's get started. So the first dress on my list is actually from Miss Brazil. And I loved also her performance as well in this gown. It just really suited her. And I actually love this gown because it almost gives me old pageant vibes, like something really flowy that you can easily like make look beautiful on stage. And it's this gorgeous light pink color, and I actually like that she took a risk with this color, made her stood out on stage, and I actually do think that she was giving enough to be on an international pageant stage, and she definitely used this dress to her ability to make her stand out. So next on my list is Miss India, and she did a lovely performance. I'm actually sad that she didn't make it further because she had a really great performance, and I thought that she was giving enough to get pulled to finals. But firstly, her outfit was so gorgeous. It was this really lovely purple color, and it had almost like see-through colors. I'm not sure exactly which designer made it, but it looked like couture and beautiful and stood out. Definitely got a lot of attention. She felt confident, and she gave a very good performance in this outfit as well, but definitely one of my favorites on the list. So next on my list is Miss Pakistan, and oh my goodness, first off, she had a great performance in this dress, and I can tell why, because she was feeling herself, and this was a gorgeous white beaded gown with also like some kind of headdress from her country, and it was absolutely gorgeous. And I like that she also, like, you know, stuck to her morals with this dress, with her country and her religion, and it was so gorgeous, and she just gave the most stellar performance in this dress. And I'm actually sad she didn't get pulled to finals either, because this dress and performance was a 10 out of 10. And next on my list is Miss Nicaragua, and congratulations, Miss Nicaragua, for winning. You did a stellar performance, and I was literally cheering for you. You were doing such a stellar job from the beginning, from preliminaries. And I will have to say, you also did a phenomenal job with your fashion choices. I don't know who was your stylist or designer, but oh my god, this dress was a million out of 10, one of the better ones on stage this night. And it was also like this lovely, gorgeous, like blue ombre dress with cutouts and high leg, and everything about this dress is amazing. If you want to look at one of the dresses, I highly recommend you taking a look at Miss Nicaragua's dress, because it really stood out and it was giving high fashion and pageant at the same time. So yeah, you were definitely feeling it, and you gave a great performance and were feeling confident. So next on my list is Miss Cambodia, and she gave a lovely performance too, and I'm so glad she actually got pulled through. And she had this lovely gold gown, and it almost had like little ruffles, or like, I'm not sure what kind of texture was on this dress, and she also had it like matching with her earrings. So pretty, and it really stood out on stage, and it was a little bit high fashion and pageant mix, but I kind of loved it, and it really gave more attention to her on stage, even though I try to stay away personally from a lot of gold and silver outfits because they're just kind of overdone on these international stages. This one really stood out to me. So next on my list is Miss Myanmar, and oh my goodness, I actually wasn't sure if I liked this dress right away, but I had to take a quick second look at it. So when I saw it on stage, I was like, oh, what is that? It's something unique. I need to take another look at it and get a full thought about it. And it is absolutely stunning, and it has like this gold like top that has like different textures on it. I'm not sure if it almost looks like something that you would see on a dress, like almost like Miss Mexico's red dress, kind of like with the little cutouts. And then on the bottom, it had this really gorgeous white, almost see-through dress, or even I think it's like off purple maybe, but it's absolutely gorgeous. And I think that this dress really made her stand out, and it's actually giving international pageant. I wasn't sure if it was a little bit too much, but honestly, I think it's gorgeous, fits her well. She gave a really great performance with this dress on, because that's my one rule too when it comes to dresses, is it making your performance stand out? And it clearly did, and it was photographing really beautifully on stage. So next on the list is Miss Paraguay, and I absolutely adore this dress. It is this gorgeous purple color, like almost like a light lilac purple, and it has like a little bit of cutouts and a little, I think it's embellished, and it's very gorgeous. And I actually wasn't sure what color it was like when she first came out on stage, but it's like this gorgeous purple color, and it's very unique and made her stand out. I don't think anyone was wearing the same color on stage, and she gave an excellent performance, and yeah, she definitely deserved to be in finals. So next on my list is Miss Canada, and oh my goodness, I absolutely adore this dress. And you guys might not like it as much, but as someone like myself, I adored this dress. It had like this lovely red color and almost like these little, like almost like wings on top of her dress. I'm not sure exactly what to call them, on her, or on almost on like on her shoulder caps. And they were absolutely gorgeous. It wasn't overdoing it, it was just doing it enough. And I loved her earrings as well. And this dress was made for her, you can tell, because it was tailored perfectly on her. This outfit looked amazing on stage, made her stand out. It wasn't like super neutral. She really stood out on an international stage, and it shows. So I'm so glad to see that she was pulled towards the finals because she definitely deserved it. So next on my list is Miss Jamaica. And oh my gosh, she had this really gorgeous red dress, and like really deep red dress. And this dress has like a lot of cutouts and like a really high cutout on her legs, which I absolutely love, and they're really fun to walk in. And it made her performance very strong as well. So I loved seeing it. This was definitely her best performance, and it really helped Miss Jamaica stand out on stage with this unique dress. So next on my list is Miss Japan, and I wasn't sure if I liked this dress at first because it was giving almost like state pageant, like with the little cape. But this cape was made differently. It was not your standard cape on the back of your pageant gown. That's been kind of seen and done. It was something made a little bit differently. It was almost like coming off of her arms. Like she was almost wearing it almost like a shawl, but not all the way up to her shoulders. And this is a gorgeous, gorgeous, like purple, like pale purple dress. And it's got almost like some embellishments and a little bit of see-through areas as well. And I also love that she wore her hair slicked back, like just slick back, nothing too crazy. Like it feels kind of like elegant, this look. So I absolutely adored it, and she did a great job in this performance. So next on my list is Miss Philippines, and oh my goodness, did she do a stellar job in this section. And I'm so glad that she got pulled to the finals because she was absolutely bringing it, and I'm so sad she didn't win. She got first runner-up, but she did a phenomenal job, and I was actually nervous she wouldn't make it far because of her preliminary performance, but now it seems like when she got to finals, she was really amping it up. But I absolutely adored her gown, like with the cutouts and this green color. I've never seen anything like this on stage. It was very unique, very her, and it definitely stood out, and it made her look phenomenal on stage. This dress was absolutely made for her, and it stood out, and I will remember this dress forever. So next on my list for best dresses, Miss Kazakhstan, and I absolutely adore this dress. It's like almost like a very pale yellow, or not yellow, very pale purple color, and it is like partially see-through on the bottom part of the dress, and it is just something really gorgeous. I wasn't sure if I liked the gown at first, but she has like a lot of room for her to play around with this gown, and it really photographed well, and I liked that she had her hair also styled really curly and full. It looked very good, and I also love that she accessorized with some long purple earrings as well. They're very beautiful, and I just love this outfit and would definitely wear this myself on stage. So next on my list is Miss Peru, and she had this gorgeous, gorgeous yellow dress, and it didn't stand out to me that much until I actually saw it in photos, because like if you're watching it on the actual live stream versus on the photos, like professional photos, is a completely different experience. So now I'm seeing the photos and I'm like, oh my goodness, this dress is so gorgeous. Everything just a little bit differently, or is a little different on TV versus, you know, the professional photos. This dress is so gorgeous. It's got like almost like lace and some see-through parts as well, and some cutouts, and it's like this yellow color, and it's very I think it's also got some gems on there as well. And she's got some studs and some, I like how she also styled her hair as well, like very slicked down nicely, and nothing too crazy to give more to the dress. And this dress was definitely gorgeous and stood out, and I wasn't sure, I was so happy that it was actually like a yellow color and not a gold. So it did stand out, and it caught my attention. So next on my list is Miss South Africa, and oh my god, Miss South Africa slayed. And I'm actually sad she didn't make it further in the pageant, but I'm going to say this. Oh my goodness, her dress was amazing. Probably one of the better ones of the night. And her performances were also very strong too. But I absolutely adored the way that she styled her hair in this, like slicked back. And also I adored that she had this dress. I don't know if it was professionally made for her or if a designer gave it to her or whatnot, or her team. But it was absolutely gorgeous. It's multiple colors. I can't even describe all of them. And it's got like a big slit up the leg. It almost looks kind of like lava, if that's a good way to describe it. I'm not really sure how, but it's also got like one sleeve that's up high and then one that doesn't have anything there. It's just so unique and beautiful, and it really stood out to me on stage, and it wasn't overdoing it, and it just stood out on stage, which is so hard to do, but it caught my attention immediately. So next on my list is Miss Mexico, and oh my goodness, I love this dress on her, and I was actually glad that she didn't play it safe with this dress. So I saw the red at first, but then I noticed that she had these really gorgeous cutouts on her dress, and I was completely sold. And there's also like a little bit of the dress that goes up to her like neck and behind her, so like I'm not sure if it ties or if that's just the way it goes there. Like the dress itself is like going around her neck, but it's absolutely beautiful. And there's definitely details in this dress, but it's not overdoing it, but it definitely made her stand out. So next on my list is Miss Thailand, and oh my goodness, I love this gown. And I'm saying too that this gown was absolutely gorgeous for her body type as well, and I love that she had like the slicked back bun for this dress as well because of how out there this dress was in your face, like stunning, and it looked really elegant on her. This dress was very beautiful, and it's got like embellished parts of the dress. It's all embellished, and it's also got some see-through areas as well, and it covers everything beautifully, but it's not overdoing it. Like, it's not like in your face. It's definitely elegant still, and it's high fashion and elegant. So I loved it, and I think she slayed in this dress, and I was glad to see her make it to the finals. So next on my list is Miss USA, and oh my goodness, I absolutely adored this dress. So I have to tell you, so this is a beautiful red dress, and it looks like it was absolutely made for her. It's got like this wraparound thing around her neck. I don't know exactly what it is. It almost looks like art is the best way to describe it. It's got some cutouts. It's got this unique pattern on top as well, and then it's got like a little bit of sparkle down below, and then it's got a little bit of cape. So there's plenty to do with this dress to make you look good on stage. And this photographed while on stage. It looked great on stage when she was working it, and she worked this dress too. I actually was kind of shocked that she didn't place higher, because I was actually thinking that USA could place again for a second time in a row, back to back, because of how amazing her performance was. And I think everyone was kind of feeling that way. And I'm usually like pretty judgy when it comes to the US because I'm from here, but oh my goodness, this girl slayed, and she deserved to place. And her gown was so memorable. So it almost kind of gives me like ruby slipper vibes, like the color of it. So next on my list is Miss Venezuela, and she had the most gorgeous dress. And I'm actually glad that I took a second look at this dress, because I was just thinking that a lot of countries like to stay simple. I don't know if it's their team or the people behind it who choose, but sometimes they don't have much of a choice with what they wear depending on their team with their country. But I was actually surprised that she was wearing not a silver dress. So this dress is actually like a pale purple color, but it almost looks silver, like in the camera. But once you actually see up close professional photos, you can tell it's clearly purple. So I'm glad that they did something a little bit different as a team, because they usually do something more like silver or gold, and I'm glad to see that. And there's also Colombia does that a lot too. There's several countries that do that, where they play it too safe with their colors. But I'm so glad that she played it not safe, and it looks gorgeous on her. And I also say more than that, there's also like this really gorgeous neckline, and it goes directly across, and then it also cuts out like near her décolleté, and it's also sparkly. And she also has this little fluffy, I don't know if it's like fur or faux fur or feathers, but like there's some kind of like shawl that she's wearing on stage, or maybe like a cape. Oh yeah, it's more like a cape, I think, but she's almost like wearing it like a shawl, like on her shoulders, kind of like further down. And it photographed really lovely on stage, and she gave a phenomenal performance. She was feeling herself. She was looking great. This dress was absolutely made for her. And I also like the way that they styled her hair as well, that it was like almost like old Hollywood style curls, but like brushed out a little bit. And she also had these really gorgeous earrings on too, but nothing too over the top. But she absolutely styled this perfectly, and she definitely deserved to place. Okay, so that is all of the gowns that really caught my eye. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Have a great week.